No cape, no nothing. It's I, the Commissioner, and welcome to a full, mastered edition of Burning Down the Far Hill. Here I would normally put music or some kind of catchy tune, but there is no such thing. So welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill. We're going to have a full episode here, so we're going to start, without any further ado, with recaps from Week 12. So we start with the Bad Dog defeating Fat Bastard 147-87 in a horrible display of late season antics by the Fat Bastard. He predicted Peyton Manning to go off, but it was in fact Josh Gordon goes for 75 points to lead the Bad Dog in his quest to not be the first pick next year. Bad Dog with two zeros, still gets the 60-point win. So that just shows you how either inept the Fat Bastards team was with the final bye week being implemented here, or other lingering issues with his team. Foster's Children has come out of sleepy time just enough time to make a playoff push. Defeats Irish Cop in which would have been the big matchup of the week, 219-132. Pushes Foster's Children into the number 6 seed, and he's actually kind of got destiny in his hands here. Destiny's in his hands. Andre Brown leads the way with 40 points. So we'd like to welcome back the Foster's Children because he looks like he took a nap in the middle of the season. So he's in. Davis Dynasty moving right along, defeats the Monthly Plugs 141-119. Monthly Plugs right along their nice little under sub 120 scoring average, but I think it's like 130 something, but whatever, he usually only puts up somewhere in that range. Adrian Peterson does the damage for 33 points. Davis Dynasty will get the playoff scenarios in a minute. Terre Hotel Badantors comes in, beats the Imps of Imps 182-107. I will mention a few comments made at the bar. Jason Campbell. Jason Campbell. And then even the prayers for the Frank Gore. No. Jamal Charles, 44 points. Megatron chipped in. He dropped the pass. Could have been very nice, but, you know, I guess I'm greedy. Steel Curtain defeats John Boy's Special People. Looks like it's starting to mail it in. 140-49, bye week stuff. MJD goes for 41 points. And Road Crew defeats Demarius Thomas's 185-123. Tom Brady for 42 points. Road Crew. So, I will turn this sheet of paper over, and after about 45 minutes of trying to figure out all these playoff scenarios, this is what I have. So, going into the final week of the season, I'll tell you the current playoff standings and what needs to go on here. So, starting with at the top, number 1 seed as of this moment, Terre Hotel Badantors with the 10-3, 10-2. I don't even know what the record is. I think it's 10-2. I pause to go to the standings. Yes, 10-2. So 10-2 record. Now I'm just clicking buttons. Okay, Terre Hotel Badantors, 10-2 records. So the first part is easy. Win next week versus Fat Bastard. You're the number 1 seed by first round playoffs. That's the easy part. If you decide to trip this up, you lose, and with an additional Monthly Plugs win, you will fall all the way to the 4 seed, and that just blows. So then Davis Dynasty, congratulations, you've clinched the division and a first round bye, but you do have a shot at the number 1 seed. Davis Dynasty, you have to win coupled with a Monthly Plugs win and a Terre Hotel Badantors loss. That gets you the number 1 seed. Everybody got that? Davis Dynasty win, Monthly Plugs win, Terre Hotel Badantors loss. So you need a perfect storm for it to happen, but it's out there. Any other combination of wins and losses and things, and you're just going to go to the number 2 seed. So if you lose, you're just the 2 seed. If Monthly Plugs loses, you're the 2 seed. If Terre Hotel Badantors wins, you're the 2 seed. So Any combination of that, you're the 2 seed, but you've got to bye, so don't expect to field a team in week 14. The rumblings of the Imp is currently the 3 seed. You've clinched the division, so you are the 3 seed. You can do no better. That's it. You're done. Monthly. So consider fact, Imp, week 13 is your bye week, because you can do no good, bad, or indifferent. You're playing this number 6 seed in week 14. End of story. So yeah. So there's him. Now that's actually the easiest one out of the whole group. Monthly plugs. Currently the number 4 seed. For you, a win plus a Terre Haute Menators loss and a loss by Davis Dynasty gets you the number 1 seed. If you win Terre Haute Menators loss, you're going to the 2 seed. If you lose, you're the 4 seed. So there you go. 3 scenarios really for you. Win Terre Haute Menators loss and loss by Davis Dynasty gets you to 1. Win and Terre Haute Menators loss gets you to 2. And, you know, so there you go. So you can be 1, 2, or 4. If you lose, you're going to 4. If you win, Terre Haute Menators wins, you're going to 4. You lose and Terre Haute Menators loses as well. It doesn't even matter at that point. If you lose, you 5 seed, Fat Bastard. You clinch the playoff spot. Congratulations. If you win, you'll be the 5th seed. Simple. If you lose, then this is gonna get in, you know, it doesn't really get interesting, but if you lose, Foster Children's win, and then it comes down to a tiebreaker, which is total points. So as of this moment, you are going to have to outscore Foster's Children by what it looked like to be, what is that between you two? That is 2019 and then 1930. So you're gonna have to outscore them by about 80 points. Yeah. So you have to outscore by 80 points. So if a win or a loss by Fat Bastard, win by David or Foster's Children puts you two tied. The tiebreaker, since you did not play head to head, is total points. So whoever has the higher total points after week 13 will get then the number 5 seed. Lower one would get the 6 seed. Okay, cool. Everybody got that? Cool. Foster Children, you are currently the number 6 seed. Win, you're the number, you're in the win and you're in the playoffs. Period. You'll figure out the 6 and 5 by that last scenario I just mentioned. If you lose and you get wins by any of the combination of Road Crew, Irish Cop, and Steel Curtain, this is where life's going to get all a big fat mess, and I'm not sitting down and breaking all these tiebreakers down. But a loss by Foster Children and wins by any one or the combination of Road Crew, Irish Cop, Steel Curtain is going to go into the tiebreaker system. So start checking the head-to-heads versus Foster Children. Start checking the head-to-heads versus Road Crew, Irish Cop, and Steel Curtain. You could have had the tiebreaker with all 3 of them, considering the fact that 2 of them are in your division. So let's look at this. So Steel Curtain is not going to get ahead of you. So I can tell you that right now. So that pretty much eliminates Steel Curtain from playoff contention. Let's see, a lose and win division week, so that gets that. So unless Foster Children swept, or either one of those two swept each other, which I don't know. And then the Irish Cop, where Foster Children just beat the Irish Cop. So that tiebreaker throws basically him out. So it looks like he's down to Road Crew, if I've done this in my head correctly. Foster Children beat Irish Cop head-to-head. Steel Curtain can't get a better division record than Foster's Children, or Steel Curtain can't get a better division record than Foster's Children. To get ahead of him, that leaves Road Crew would have to win. Foster's Children would have to lose. Yeah. And then I just don't know that head-to-head, considering the fact that Road Crew has 2 wins, and I just don't know. I'm not going to take the time to look that up. So there it is. Then the battle for the first playoff spot, currently that belongs to Demaryius Thomas's, because the John Boy Special People did beat the Demaryius Thomas's, so that's where that is, between those two. So Demaryius Thomas's, if you lose next week, you're the number 1 seed. Simple as that. Alright, so there we go. So I will get into the all-important Week 13 matchups here. So Davis Dynasty 9-3 at the Road Crew 5-7. Road Crew actually leads the series 3-2, with Davis Dynasty winning back in week 10. There's no real notes to this. Davis Dynasty probably will win. Probably. Like I said, fantasy football is a fickle thing. Next matchup, Foster's Children 6-6 at the 5-7 Steel Curtain. Steel Curtain, you're just playing for pride. Foster Children win, you're in. Foster Children leads the Lifetime Series 1-0 by that win back in week 10. Monthly plugs 9-3 at the Demaryius Thomas's 3-9. Demaryius Thomas's is trying to win and not be the first pick in next year's draft. Monthly plugs trying to win and still get a crack at the number 1 seed. The Demaryius Thomas's lead the overall series 4-1, with the Demaryius Thomas's winning in week 10. So, yeah, there's that. We have the Terre Haute Telmadantors 10-2 at the Fat Bastard 7-5. Fat Bastard leads the series 10-6, with him also winning back in week 10. Fat Bastard has won the last 2 matchups in the series. It's going to be, I don't know what to say about this matchup. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows who shows up for what week in Phillip Rivers, and yeah, who knows. I don't know what's going to happen. It should be a high-scoring game. It should be. Hopefully it will be. But, yeah, who knows. 5-7 Irish Cop at the 3-9 John Boy Special People. Irish Cop leads the series 7-5. I can't remember who won this matchup in week 10. Didn't feel like looking it up. Irish Cop has won the last 3 meetings in the series, so that means Irish Cop would have won that one. The last meeting then in week 10. Irish Cop, well, it finished strong. Get a bye in the toilet bowl, I guess. We'll go for that one. And then lastly, Jungle Boy of the Imp. I don't know. I'm running out of material with this thing. I might actually have to call him his actual name. 6-6 at the 4-8 Bad Dog. As the Imp would like to brag about, he has an 18-1 series advantage over the Bad Dog. He did obviously win in week 10. He's won the last 6 in the series. It's been easy to pick him, but I just saw the atrocity he put up last week firsthand. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But I'll probably pick Barry. So there it is, fellas. So that is the week 13 checkup. Just a little news and notes as we go forward. We know the trade deadline is passed. The waiver wire deadline ends as of kickoff of week 15. Obviously, our playoffs start week 14. If you get bounced from playoff contention, and that does equal both the Toilet Bowl and the Championship Series, if you get bounced in week 14, you will not be allowed to make transactions going into week 15. So, you've been eliminated, so that means you're done. So in fact, I'm going to lock you out once people get eliminated. So those 4 teams that get bounced in the first round of the prospective brackets will have all waiver wire rights locked up as of so Sunday morning. So that gives the bye week teams a chance to get in there and more diabolicalness screwing people over at the end here. So that's just the waiver wire locking up. As for Super Bowl parties, my stipulation was for me to host it was to have a new house. That's not going to happen this year. So Zach, you're on the clock to probably host the Super Bowl party, which will happen Super Bowl party. Yeah. Other than that, I got a wave of checks and money this past week, so everyone is keeping up on that, which I like to hear. I've got some recommendations to raise the cap, but if everyone pays me in a timely manner, I think the point was made. So other than that, I should more than likely come at you. It might be an abbreviated Burning Down the Far Hill to get the postseason set up. Other than that, hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving, and I will chat at y'all later. Deuces. As I find